Devastation at the Grand Canyon. A historic lodge is destroyed and the North Rim is closed for the rest of the season.
This is all due to two major wildfires that continue to burn out of control tonight. The Dragon Bravo fire and the White Sage fire are burning just 35 miles apart. The Dragon Bravo fire has already burned 5,700 acres, and the White Sage fire has burned more than 49,000 acres, both right now with zero containment.
12 News journalist Joe Dana is near the south rim of the Grand Canyon, where firefighters say a couple of terrible nights has caused over 5 dozen structures to burn to the ground. Joe?
Really terrible for those folks up at the north rim of the Grand Canyon, where they've got the apartments and the cabins and, of course, the historic lodge and several other facilities that really allow emergency workers and up there to do their jobs day in and day out for an entire region. This is a big story, and it's going to have a lot of impacts in the coming months and possibly years. The good news for firefighters, though, is that they do have a water source very close by. 3 helicopters are dipping into the Colorado River as they fight those 2 fires. That's helping them, but it was 2 nights in a row, Friday night and Saturday night, that were very unusual burn nights that caused the North Rim to get overrun. It's because of the dry conditions and the winds. Now, day hiking is still allowed here at the Bright Angel Trail, just down to a certain point. Other trails in the inner canyon corridor are closed because of the concerns about smoke. There are about 1,000 people on the river right now. These are tourists from all over the world on rafting and rowing trips. I know, being on that river, you could go days without outside communication. Is there a concern about communicating to those 1,000 or so on the river?
Many of those users have satellite devices, or even satellite cell phones, texting devices, and so we have an emergency alert system.
The fire didn't stop you. You could hike down. What did you think?
We think that it was a great hike. The landscape was beautiful. You need to do this one time in your life.
That was a group of teenagers from France. They are camping at different points in Arizona and the Southwest. They were able to take short hikes here at the Grand Canyon. So like a lot of people, they're sort of making do, right? You can take some hikes along the rim here at the Bright Angel Lodge and, go to a certain point down into the canyon. But of course, it's not the same for those who were planning to make hikes all the way down to the bottom to the Colorado River. As we mentioned, Phantom Ranch, Bright Angel Campground down at the bottom are now closed. They are not staffed. Those who were there were evacuated out. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to hear from a woman who had just finished her hike down there. And if you know how strenuous that can be, 3 hours later, she was told, you got to get out. And we'll hear about her evacuation story coming up at 6.